Hi guys, this is Mike, and in today's video we're going to be doing a Logos 6 version release video because on Monday, April 18th, Logos 6.11 was released. So we're going to cover some of the new features and things that you can be aware of. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So just like we did for our previous video for version 6.10, we're going to do about the same thing. We're going to go to the wiki page, look at the release notes and work through them, and then illustrate within Logos each of the changes made. So let's go ahead to the wiki page right now, and you're going to see we've got the page open for Logos 6.11. And we're going to scroll past this Logos Now piece because in this series I want to focus on just the free updates for folks who own a Logos 6 library. So Logos Now, if you're not familiar with it, is a subscription service that you can pay $8.99 a month for, and then you get instant access to a lot of additional new features that are in essence going to be future features for things like version 7. So in essence you have the next releases features now. That's why it's called Logos Now. Anyways, we'll scroll down to the section called New Features, which is actually the free stuff that you don't have to have a subscription to have. And we're going to look at this. It's a pretty small update this time, so it won't take very long. So let's just look at each of these. The first one here is called Personal Book Builder, and this says personal books now support ref.ly links. We're going to talk about that in just a second because that's related to this next section on Resource Panel. So sit tight for that. But probably the biggest thing that was released in this version of Logos is this piece right here. They added the ability for a Bible word study to follow a Bible on the same link set when left-clicking a word. Now this is really cool. Let's go ahead and go back to Logos and let's go ahead and open our ESV or your preferred English Bible. And then I'm going to go ahead and open a Bible word study from out of the guides menu. And one of the things that you couldn't do before is that when you opened the guide menu for a Bible word study, you didn't have the option to set a link set. However, now you do. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in link set A and put our Bible in link set A. And watch what happens now when you click on a word. I'm in 1 Peter 3:13, so just random verse. I'm going to click on this word zealous. Watch what happens when you click on it. The Bible word study now automatically runs a word study on that particular Greek or Hebrew lemma that you click on. So if I click on a different word, how about this word good? This is the Greek lemma agathos. And then you can see there we've got a Bible word study run on it. So you've got all the information there. You can see how it's translated, so on and so forth. So you can click on any of these words. So righteousness, this is dikaisune. There's a Bible word saying dikaisune. So that's really cool. So you can right click on any word in your Bible, Greek, Hebrew, or English, and have a Bible word study follow along the words that you click. So that's really cool. So the next part of this is called ref.ly links that are pasted in the command box are now parsed. That doesn't make any sense. Let me explain this a little bit further. So we've got two bullet points under that. One says copy location as URL. We'll now use ref.ly URLs, and there's an example of one. And then they added a new option to copy location as L4, which will use Logos resource links or Logos res links. And here's an example. So let me just show you how this works really quickly and to try to make sense of this a little bit more. So you used to be able to, and you still can, up here in the Resource Panel menu, you could actually copy the location of where you are currently in your resource a few different ways. It used to be this URL option would make a copy called a Logos resource link. So in essence, I'll go ahead and click on, it's now L4 is the Logos resource link. So if we go to, let's say, a Word document, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Microsoft Word. And then if we paste within that Word document, we can see that Logos resource coding. Now it doesn't automatically add a hyperlink within a Logos resource. In fact, you have to, so this is for 1 Peter 3:14. We could then highlight this text. If you know anything about Microsoft Word, you can also add hyperlinks into your text. So I can paste that resource, Logos resource code in there, click OK, and now I have a hyperlink to that location in my Logos resource. So I'm going to go back just to illustrate this. I'm going to go ahead and close my ESV. And now if I go to my Word document here, and this can be an email or a website, and I click this link, that actually launches the resource directly to the location which we just copied and pasted in with that link. So that's what it used to do. That's what an L4 export does, or L4 copy location does. So that was what URL used to do. Now instead we can click this URL option, go back to our Word document. We'll go ahead and paste that in. And notice that instead of a Logos resource code, it now connects you to a web browser or a website called ref.ly. So in essence, when you click this link, it's going to open a web browser and then launch the resource out in your Logos library. So I'll go ahead and close my English Standard Version just to illustrate this again. I'll click the ref.ly link, it launches the web page, and then from the web page launches this resource. So there's a few different, basically the major difference here is that ref.ly links launch a web browser and then launch the Logos resource from your web browser. L4 links just open directly the resource. Now there was multiple reasons that I don't want to get into for this video why this is important, but really one of the major points is that the ref.ly links work much better with Mac when the Logos resource links did not. Logos resource links worked really good with Windows, were a little bit buggy on Mac. Now ref.ly links work really well with both Windows and Mac, so it should create a better user experience. And you may not even have known that you could copy locations like that, but you can, and you can paste those locations into any Word document, website, email, which makes accessing Logos resources that much easier for other people as well as for yourself. So that's pretty much the changes in Logos 6.11 that were free. So if you like this video and you want to continue to see these types of videos in the future, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see future videos like this from this series or other videos that I'm releasing, make sure that you click the subscribe button here. As always, enjoy mining the depths of the Scriptures while using Logos Bible software. Until next time.